I'm Laura Daly, and I'm going to show you how to make pasta. It sounds easy because it is, but it's also going to be fairly well balanced. There's quite a few vegetables that we're going to put into this sauce. If you're a picky eater or you have picky eaters in your home, you can also disguise them pretty effectively in a pasta sauce. I'll show you how to do that as well. I'm going to make mine in a 6-quart pressure cooker, as I normally do. I'm also going to make it today in a 5-quart pot on the stove. In case you don't know how to use a pressure cooker, or you don't have a pressure cooker, you don't have to use one. I've done it before on the stove as well. It is a faster process in the pressure cooker, yielding a more robust tasting sauce. So in a very short period of time, you're going to get a lot of flavor out of your ingredients in the pressure cooker. And you won't develop the same flavor profile in the same amount of time just using the stovetop method. But it's still going to be delicious, so you're not really going to lose anything so dramatic that it's not worth trying. And this is what we're going to be making today. Our finished product is a bowl of pasta with a sprinkle of parmesan on top that hopefully gets devoured right quick. Okay, let's take a little tour of our ingredients today. Okay, the plan for today is that we are going to start with preparing all our vegetables and ingredients so everything's ready to go when we need it. We're going to brown our vegetables. We'll remove most of them from the pot. We'll add the meat and some spices and herbs to season the meat a little bit. We'll brown the meat. We'll either puree the vegetables if you're trying to hide them in your sauce for picky eaters, or for textural reasons for yourself, or you'll just re-add your vegetables. And then we are going to stir it together, add some tinned tomatoes, maybe a little broth depending on how thick it looks. We'll put it under pressure or simmer it here on the stove. And then after a short period of time, we're going to release the pressure, and we will take half of the volume of the sauce that we've made. We're going to put it in a heat-proof container so that it can start to cool down. And later, you'll freeze it, and that's another dinner for another night. Except you've skipped the whole beginning part, which is awesome. If you're really busy, it's an excellent fail-safe to get to dinner really fast. Once that's done, we're going to add a little bit more broth, probably, and then we'll stir in our noodles and either return the pot to low pressure or on a low simmer, and we're gonna stir and observe an awful lot until the noodles are cut. And then that's more or less dinner prepared for the night. So that's it, and away we go. I want 10 minutes at high pressure and start. Ta-da! And just like that, that's one big bunch of spinach, all chopped up, mostly well disguised, ready to go in the pot. Okay, sometimes we taste test because taste testing is delicious. On this side here, this is the side that does not have the pureed veggies in it, and that was cooked on the stovetop. And this side here has the pureed veggies in it, and it was cooked in the pressure cooker. So that's nice. That's nicer. The textures were totally different. I would chalk it up to this developed more of a flavor in a shorter period of time because it was in the pressure cooker. And if I was still going by texture, I'd still choose that one. Ta-da! They're both good. I'm gonna change it to 4 minutes. You heard me right. At low pressure, super important, you're not trying to hit this at high pressure. Hit start and stop touching it. Alright, so I am stirring some really good looking pasta down here. I'm going to spear a noodle, because the only real way to find out if it's done enough for you is to take a bite. Oh, that's nice. Could use a little salt though. So, since I have the opportunity to salt, I'm going to do so. Give it another stir after that. Better distribute that saltiness all over the pot. Then we'll put it in a plate and put some Parmesan over it, and this one is ready to eat. that's the finished product, so all that's left is a taste test. Bon appetit. And this one has the pureed veggies mixed into it. Got a little piece of cheese on there. That's really nice. And this one, done on the stovetop, does not have pureed veggies in it. Come on, a little bit of cheese. Don't hold that on me. There we go, got some cheese. That's really nice too. Flavor-wise, that one has more body in it. If this one had been allowed to simmer on the stove for longer, it would have achieved the same thing. But all in all, they're both delicious. Thanks for cooking with me.